I just like the fact that this is a plug-in hybrid, so this gets like 55 miles per gallon.
Oh no, this is it right here.
55.
Right here.
And this one has the line leveler, and it has, this one doesn't have the massage seats. This is to make your level of the truck go up for the grades, like if you're driving over dirt. And that's the TV screen. Yep.
Wow.
And it has heated, cooled seats, you can see.
Oh, snap.
Like, you can see the buttons. They put the buttons for heated, cooled seats.
We know that.
Where's the heated, cooled seats? Oh, right here.
Yeah, they have buttons for it, heat and cool. And the heated steering wheel.
Wow, this is cool.
And I think... Oh, you see, this one even has the inverter, just like mine. Right here. The inverter's right here.
Right here?
Yup.
Nice.
Yup. I think all the Jeeps have the inverter.
Yo, this is hot.
Software updates.
Can the passenger monitor be turned on?
I don't know.
There should be a button for it, but I don't know.
Passenger screen?
Yeah.
Passenger screen. Wait,
That is so cool. I like that.
Stop pressing.
You have to push there for it. Oh.
Don't jump over.
Yeah, so there's a little button right there for it. That's pretty cool.
This is hot.
Yeah, I know, right? And could you imagine, like, you're driving and you got your wife and she's sitting right here and you're like, hey, do me a favor, don't talk to me, just watch the view.
Just watch
the view or something. Like, leave me alone.
No, don't do that.
I would prefer this in silver. I don't really care so much about the color of the interior, but I definitely want silver. I like silver. I'm not too crazy about black. Red guts is nice. Look at this, the whole door is red and shit. It's like you're driving around a discotheque. I'm just glad I got here before they turn on that damn music, because otherwise it demonetizes the freaking video. It's amazing how big these doors are. You got to reach a half a mile just to get to the door. Oh, yeah, there we go. There we go. Here we go. There's the money. And you know, the beautiful thing is, if you wanted one of these certified pre-owned, these things are coming off of leases, so it's easy to buy one. Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help?
Change ambient lighting to orange.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
Yeah, Steven, check out this. Well, look at this side. Yeah. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Change ambient lighting to blue.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
God damn, that's fucking crazy. I have to say, I like the interior of this more than the BMW i7. But the BMW i7 has that crazy-ass backseat with the 31-inch television screen.
You first have to activate the service in the Mercedes EQS.
Yeah, see, the 580 comes with the full back seat and everything. Full back seat. And see, the EQS has the lighting that goes around the edges right here. I think that's actually a very superfluous thing. Yeah, we're going to drive right off the floor.
I hit Lotto. This is the one.
I know. Yeah, check this. Yeah, back your seat up because you're not going to be able to fit. Oh, check. So check. Let me show you this shit.
They said we can't drive anything.
Yeah, Steven, you want to see something? Let me show you something that this car can, well, one of the things this car can do.
Okay.
All right, watch this. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Mercedes.
How can I help?
Change interior lighting to orange.
Oh,
Okay, I'm changing the color.
Holy shit.
Hey, Mercedes. Hold on. Hey, Mercedes. Give me destination McDonald's.
Here is what I found.
This is way better than Google.
It is. It's a fuckload better than Google.
It even does it for you. It even puts the
So
screen
you
for
got the heated cooled massage seats, basically standard on these things. And you know what? It's like even if you get one of these things used now, it's only like 80. Like 80, 88 now.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't want a
Wait,
5.8.
what's its
Yeah.
name
No, but I'm
called?
talking about the new one. The W223, as long as you get, because they were
color
overcharging
red.
the shit out of these cars. They were charging like $20,000 and $30,000 over sticker. That's the problem. Like they were charging like $150,000 for these things.
What do you want, Stevie? 152.
I want to
Yeah.
make the color red.
Let's ask Uncle Clarence to buy
I
us
want
one.
to make the
Yeah, that'd be
color
nice.
red.
Hey Mercedes. Okay, let's do it. Hey Mercedes.
Where do you want to go?
Hey Mercedes.
And then it's just good.
Change it. All right, fine. I'll put one.
I'll see
All right.
the color.
Hey, all right. Hey, oh, you want to do red? Watch, I'll do red. Hey, Mercedes. Change interior. Oh, hey, Mercedes. Change ambient lighting to red.
Oh, snap! It did all at the same time. I was like, how did it do
Look at that shit. They got. It looks like a movie theater back there. Like yeah, it's freaking nuts, right?
It's nuts back there. It even has a pillow. Oh, snap.
So they got the heated armrests. Heated armrests right here, heated seats and shit.
God, what is this? Like, this gotta be something.
Your-
This can't be
your
just
mom-
design.
No. This is just a panel. But see, they have just like your mom's S-Class, they have the perfume dispenser there. And
The perfume.
this one has the speaker up there, you see?
Nah.
You see the speaker?
That's so
I want this, man.
Yeah. So they got the speaker up there. They got the whole
there.
Oh, look, because they got the
these
Burmeister
phones
shit.
out.
So when the car turns off,
are
these
the
things
best-
screw in. They
one of the
screw in.
best stock speakers you can get.
Yeah. I think it's pretty much the best stock speaker.
And look right here. There's even speakers right here.
Yeah. So this is an EQE, and it's in blue. And basically the EQE, they're trying to push a lot of the electric ones. As you can see, this is the EQS. Now, I already took a look at the EQS and drove it. Originally, I was really excited about the EQS. Unfortunately, what happened was that thing, it just wasn't what I expected. I expected to have an electric car the size of an S-Class. They made the thing so damn small that it just wasn't enough. It doesn't have the road presence either. So they want $87,155 for this. The suggested retail price $77,000. I don't know if they have markups on these things, but I wanted to just take a look, see about the interior, because as you can see, it's just like the EQS. It's just like the S-Class. It comes with the same center panel screen as the S-Class does, because the S-Class, for whatever reason, they didn't build it with the hyper screen. Now, when you look at this one, you get that hyper screen. So, oh no, this one doesn't have it, so this must be a 450. I think this EQS over here might have it. And these are really, really nice cars. It's just that the problem I think that they have is they're a little generic in design. This one has the hyper screen. So, and here's a nice black one. This is nice. That's a nice one. I guess that must be a 580. That one's nice. This one I see has the hyper screen, right? Yeah. So this is the EQE. It's exactly like the EQS. It's exactly the same exact way. And actually, you know, I think the roof kind of feels a little bit higher, but you definitely don't get as much leg space in the back. Yeah, see, this is the back. See, another thing that the EQS misses out on is you don't have this reclining seat here. The S-Class has the reclining seat. But I have to say, this is a really nice interior. This thing is nice. It's definitely, the price is a lot better. It's like if you wanted to get one of these things new, I would get this instead of the EQS simply because it's basically the same exact car. But the only question is, how much space do you need in the back? Because as you can see, this is how far I sit back. Nobody sits behind me. So I'm basically sitting damn near in the back because I'm damn near 6'7" tall. That's nice though. I like this one. It's a nice color. I like this color. And I definitely like this white interior. See, Cadillac, I have to say, having to wait this long for that car, it's really annoying the shit out of me. This is nice, though. I like this. This is really nice. Okay, so today, Car and Driver released a photo mock-up of what they insist that the 2024 Mercedes-Benz E-Class is going to look like. Now, as I showed you, it's like I was pretty interested in the EQS. I wanted to see what the EQE would be like. I wanted to see how much smaller it would be. And sure enough, it is definitely smaller, but it still has a decent amount of front seat space. The EQS, I was really, really excited about that. And I really thought it would probably be my first electric car. Unfortunately, the biggest problem that I had with it is it doesn't have the road presence of an S-Class. The S-Class is a gigantic car, and I was hoping Mercedes would have done the smart thing and did exactly what BMW did with the i7 and turned the S-Class into an electric car without compromising on its looks. Because the S-Class is a really, really cool car. Even if you have an older one, they still look good, strangely enough. And they don't age very, very quickly. The technology ages quickly, but the design of the exterior doesn't. So Mercedes' best-selling model has actually been the E-Class for some time. I do believe that the SUVs have challenged that, but their best-selling car has typically been the E-Class for a very long time running. The E-Class and the S-Class have moved more units than the equivalents that you would find from Audi and BMW. Mercedes was outselling BMW 7 Series with the S-Class and the E-Class outselling the 5 Series. And they were easily also outselling what Audi had to offer. Audi's cars are not really that exciting. What they've basically done with this new E-Class is they've produced an interior that is really so nice until at this point, there's almost no reason to get an S-Class. I don't know if you've ever driven an S-Class. It's a very, very big car. That car is longer than my Jeep SRT by a substantial amount. Like, it's almost like damn near 15 inches longer. So parking that thing, driving that thing is sometimes it can be a little bit, how should I say, fatiguing, because you're constantly thinking about other vehicles around you. When you make turns, it's like a lot of your turns, it's like you cut them maybe a little longer than you would because you're afraid of hitting anything. You don't want to get, sideswiped and this, that, and other, so you're worried about where you park it. The E-Class is a slightly smaller vehicle, but it appears that what they've done is they've tried to retain as much of the S-Class's road presence, and it also appears that they've done their best to retain as much of the technology as you could normally get in the S-Class. I was never a fan of the center screen that they started putting in those cars. That single center tablet screen that is reminiscent of what Tesla put into the Model S when they first launched it. I was never a fan of that in the Mercedes newer models. And it appears that with this E-Class, what they're going to do is they're going to focus on putting these hyperscreen designs, which basically hyperscreen is just a fancy way of saying that there's 3 screens up front, one for the driver, one for the navigation display, and then there's one for the passenger. So just like the Jeep that I showed in the very beginning of this video, it seems like a passenger display is going to be the next big gimmick. And really, it's not a bad gimmick, especially if you have your family in the car with you, or especially if you have a nagging wife or somebody who just won't shut up. And all you got to do is just say, hey, you could just turn on the TV and you can watch TV. You can put these headphones on and leave me the hell alone while I'm driving. It's a perfect gimmick if you really think about it. Now, I was in the BMW i7, and they've literally got a 30-inch television that folds down out of the ceiling in the back of the car. It's a really cool gimmick, but I find it to be not that practical because the problem is the driver's seat can't go all the way back in order to engage it. And furthermore, not too many people are driving around with kids sitting in the back seat watching a goddamn theater display. So it seems to me that that's something I don't even know how much use they'll ever get out of that. It's a cool gimmick. It's really cool. But I think you're better off having the dual TVs mounted to headrests if you really want televisions in the car. But as for this passenger display, right where you would normally find the airbag, I think that that's going to be copied by a whole lot of other car makers. If the Jeep Grand Cherokee can give it to you, and they can give it to you relatively cheap, like you can get that display, I think it's like a $1,500 add-on depending upon the trim you have. But the mere fact that you can get it in a Jeep Grand Cherokee means that you don't have to spend Mercedes money to get it. So that means that other companies pretty soon, like Hyundai, they're going to try to offer that. And you could bet they'll be next. And after Hyundai, you'll probably see others offering it, like Ford, maybe even Lincoln. Maybe even GM's Cadillac cars might have it, because I know the Escalade has the two televisions that you can get right behind the driver and the passenger headrest. So it would make perfect sense if they were to put one there for the passenger or do something of the sort. And I really like the way that they've implemented these things, but they've made it so that it is flush and it doesn't really stand out much. So it doesn't really feel like a gimmick. It just feels like a nice part of buying a new car. I wasn't happy with the S-Class's center tablet. The plastic piece where you have the capacitive touch buttons, to me, that felt really cheap and it felt flimsy. Finally, with this new design for this E-Class, I believe that they're going to port this design to the S-Class and maybe even the C-Class. It's possible the C-Class might not get this hyperscreen design, but if it did, that would be pretty cool. But most likely, the revision of the current model S-Class W223 is going to get this hyperscreen design. And I really hope it does, because I really think this is a great addition to their new cars. And it's so fairly priced if you're going after an E-Class. Because to tell you the truth, you don't really need the most powerful engine. In fact, I'd prefer it if the thing was electric. But you don't really need the most powerful engine anymore. You just get a regular base engine, whatever, and you still have a very substantial car there. And what they've done with these interiors is nothing short of magnificent. So I'm really amazed by what they're putting out. I saw the pictures. My jaw dropped. I started posting the photos. I'm like, wow, this is really, really cool. So basically, that's it. That's all I really had to say. I'm still waiting for my car to be built so that I can buy it. They're saying that they're going to build them in April. I won't see it until June because it takes about 2 to 3 months for deliveries. So right now, Mercedes is giving $10,000 off with the EQ models. Any EQ model basically has up to $10,000 off. So they are giving a $7,500 rebate. And they're also trying to do like a $3,000 or $3,500 like conquest package or some shit. I don't remember how the guy phrased it, but they're basically trying to give $10,000 off to get people to buy these EQ models. And I like the EQ model. I still think the price is too high, but because they've overpriced it by between $20,000 and $30,000 for the 580. So, if you're interested in any of these cars, there are models you can get right now. But if you were interested in buying an E-Class or an S-Class, I would not buy it right now. I would wait until the new technology comes out in the 2024 model and beyond.